And we're back.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, how are y'all doing?
So we are back after 2 weeks. I'm sorry about that. Life happens.
Yeah, some medical issues, a new job, lots of things going on. So we are trying our best to work our schedules around making this happen weekly. Uh, doesn't always go that way. I'd like to think that eventually we'll have things a bit more, uh, I guess, organized and structured. So, hopefully one day we'll have a guaranteed weekly schedule for the most part. But,
Yeah.
life is what it is.
What's up? I'm Mean 33.
Hey, what's going on?
Hola.
Hola to you too. Hola.
Hola. So we just watched My Hero Academia Vigilantes Episodes 12 and 13.
Yeah, the finale.
Yeah, we didn't know it was going to be the finale.
Yeah.
But it seems to be the finale.
Yeah.
People are pissed.
Terrible. Yeah.
are pissed.
The reception is not too great.
Yeah.
Um,
But we did get some. I mean, it was boring, but still got some good things, right? You know.
yeah, I definitely think that like I've heard there's a lot of other good animes airing this season. So like on one hand, I kind of wish we had watched something else other than just this, but there weren't really any other like season 1 animes going on, like any big ones.
It was
anyway.
really just like
all
we
season
would have had
2s,
to
3s.
catch up.
We would have had to catch up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But next, and then probably by the next time we record, we will have multiple shows to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Don Don.
At least Don to Don.
Kaiju number 8, maybe.
Kaiju number 8 is going to be late July.
True.
So we'll have a few weeks before Kaiju number. But I think Don to Don comes out this week.
I think so.
Yeah.
Or
I will check, but it's this week or next week.
This coming week.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So we'll talk about bananas and certain things like that. All the fun
bananas
stuff.
And what do they call the balls? Just balls?
I think they were just balls, right?
Right? They just said balls.
They were like golden
balls. But they called them just balls or
I think
testicles?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Testiculars.
The shaft is the banana, though.
Yeah, that's what we think.
Today, the day we recorded
Don to Don
is Don to Don, actually. So I'm going to check and see if it's up now. So I'm going to watch that after we record. So next episode, we'll definitely have Don to Don to talk about. I'll see if I can't find like if there's any other decent looking like season 1 animes this season that we could check out, and then we can drop it if we don't like it. But
yeah. So before we go into these last 2 episodes, I know I told you guys to send me recommendations on like kind of obscure, weird shows, anime shows to watch.
did you do that?
Yeah. So I have been watching one. I'm only 3 episodes in because it's very hard to watch. And I've been seeing memes about it on social media. It's called Keijo. Do you know what Keijo is?
No.
Let's just preface this with this. Okay, episode 3 is called Vacuum Butt Cannon.
Okay.
So
all right.
So Keijo is basically a sport, right? And just for women. And basically they're on like this platform that's on top of water, right? You can, I guess, think about it as like a foam-ish platform that's kind of like floating on the water. So there's balance there.
Okay.
And basically, the girls on one team, or sometimes it's solo, have to knock the other girls off into the water.
Okay.
And that's how you knock them out and win.
That sounds like games that we have in real life.
Yeah, except this, you can only use your butt or your boobs to knock people off.
Okay. Hold up. Now, is it just like, okay, we're just smacking each other with ass and tits, or is it like anime-ish, like powers devolved from the ass and boobs?
Well,
It's like they're a power system?
Not legitimate powers.
Okay.
So this isn't like a shonen situation.
Right.
This is just physical prowess from these athletes, right?
Okay.
And they're in school right now to become professional athletes.
Okay.
And there's different classes like average class and elite class, stuff like that. But these girls, they basically do like acrobatics and like fury butt blasts and stuff like that. And there's something called a vacuum butt cannon, which I saw last episode, where she basically, the main character, uses like a huge force, like I guess moving her ass so fast that it creates a shockwave.
Oh my God.
And she knocks the instructor off. It's very, very sexual. Okay, very horny. That's why I don't know if I can get through it. I was laughing my ass off while I was watching it because it's so ridiculous. And my wife decided she was going to look up while she's reading, and her face was just kind of like, "Are you watching porn?" Now these girls are in swimsuits, okay, but
if I have to go out young, especially if I have to die young, I think the way I would want to die is from my wife hitting me with a vacuum butt cannon. That sounds like not a terrible way to go.
Look at some of these pictures here. I mean, it's a very horny show, and there's just asses everywhere, and they put their faces in their ass to block them, and their tits and stuff. They land on their tits all the time.
For reference, anyone wondering, this is a 2016 anime, which probably rightfully only got one season.
And they got 4.3 stars out of 5 on Crunchyroll.
Insane. Well, that's actually not too surprising.
Now, the reason why they canceled was because the publisher had some sort of issue with like keeping the manga going, and
so it wasn't even a popularity thing. It was just
the publisher was like they couldn't get an agreement going. So
what the?
But it's, like I said, very horny show. I'm such a shonen bro. The laugh muted my AirPods. No.
So, sorry about that. I am a pretty loud guy, and when I get laughing, yeah.
So, yeah, very horny show. I'm just not used to this type of anime,
right? And
I was trying to get out of my comfort zone and watch something completely different, which it is very different.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can continue watching.
I was going to ask if you were going to keep
I don't know.
How far did
it's
you
only
get?
one season. I'm on episode 3.
You made it 3 episodes?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see how many episodes there are.
12. 24 or 12. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say that's a 24 season. Okay.
12 episodes. So I'm going to do it just for you guys. Okay. I'm going to get through it just for you.
Wow. Yeah,
and I'll talk about it. Yeah. So if anybody is wondering, Keijo. Okay. Keijo. All right. So back to our
regularly scheduled programming.
Event. And this is going to be a short episode, okay? Because again, work schedules. Cajun, that's what it says in the subtitles, but no, it's Keijo. It's let's see, Keijo. Keijo. Apparently, people in Portugal are actually trying to make it a real sport. Is that crazy?
I'm here for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm here for it.
We have slap. We have like slap MMA now, right?
Yeah. There's
so
yeah.
Have some Keijo.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I would watch the Professional World Open of Keijo.
That'd be sick. All right, so these 2 episodes, right? They still had this boring shit going.
Boring.
Yeah. So
I'm not gonna lie.
Boring shit.
Pop and this entire not Pop, like she was fine. Like her character was totally fine in these 2 episodes. I don't have any issues with Pop Step as a character. Honestly, I kind of think like her and like Makoto are almost, and Captain Celebrity, they're kind of carrying the show for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Right now, because the second half of the season.
Yeah, because I like Koichi and Knuckleduster, but Koichi has just done nothing since the Ingenium episode. Yeah. Since the episode where he flew, he hasn't done anything really interesting. That was
like episode 9 or.
Yeah, so not like a long time ago, but like
seems like
we've been like 3-4 episodes now without Koichi doing hardly anything.
Yeah, for real. And he had literally in these episodes, he basically like had a couple of lines talking, and then he sang a stupid jingle or like a song.
Yeah,
And
I didn't even get why that was a thing.
Me neither.
Also, he still talks about his secret identity, like he's not taking his mask off every time he shows up in
he
public.
Does this, and when he starts talking, he does this.
Well, in episode 12, when like the power went out because of the villain attack, and they weren't sure if they were going to have to reschedule the festival, he just shows up in his hoodie with no mask. Yeah, didn't even have it pulled down. He just didn't have it.
Yeah, that's Koichi.
You're just a guy in a hoodie. Like how?
Right. Yeah. Koichi, dude.
He needs an actual hero suit. He needs to give up on this damn All Might hoodie.
Yeah, for real, dude. But basically, it was the event was going on with. Thank you for the follow.
Oh, nice.
I can't pronounce that. 4JVJZ. I can't. I couldn't read that.
Well, thank you, 4J. That's what we'll call you if you stick around in the chat. 4J.
All right. So basically, they had a blackout right when we left off last time because of the eel guy.
Yeah, the eel guy attacked again. He was fighting Eraserhead.
Eraserhead, yep. And Eraserhead, of course, like beat him pretty easily and wrapped him up. But he still set out like an electrical charge that took the power off of the whole city where they were having the concert for Captain Celebrity. They did the concert. Pop Step handled the crowd really well while the power was, still off. And, she showed up in big ways doing that. And, of course, she had her middle school fan base help out, too. Right, with her laser eye and
full beards.
Yeah, full beards, yeah. And so when the power came back on, she sang or whatever. What was weird to me was that Eraserhead was like, just wait a minute before you take him away. Like, he loves Pop Step, so let's let him listen to Pop Step. I was going to say,
Eraserhead's kind of a J-pop bro. Like, he was like, I think low-key, he was also like, I kind of want to stay and watch this. So he was like, no, he's a big fan. Let's let him finish the show. Yeah. Whole time, he's singing along every word of the song. Like, he's huge Pop Step fan.
It was weird. I've never seen him like that, but
I love seeing Eraserhead though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's awesome. But I will say that something good did happen from that interaction. He did see the bee, instead of injecting Trigger, it was taking a sample, Trigger
a blood sample.
Yeah, or a blood sample. Yeah. Of the already triggered eel guy. I don't remember his name. He's not a main character of the show, so it doesn't matter.
He showed up like 3 times.
Yeah. And so, of course, then Aizawa or Eraserhead was kind of like wondering what that was, told the detective, and of course now there's more of a connection there.
Yeah, there's like a working theory.
And I think maybe the pro heroes, it may be a segue to the pro heroes maybe getting more involved in the investigation of Trigger. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, so I'm thinking too, because I think they talk about it in episode 13 where they are starting to they're starting to get pretty confident that, okay, yes, these villains are using Trigger to get these abilities, but they're starting to figure out that like someone else is doing body modifications to these people so that they can take all this excessive amount of Trigger. So like they know that it's not just people trying to get high and like freaking out. There's someone behind this. There's an actual plan going on. Somebody's up to something.
Yep, 100%. And so of course we didn't know what was going to happen with that, but we find out later on. Of course, from our last episode, we talked about how Knuckleduster was chasing his daughter, which was Queen Bee. Queen Bee was just, I guess, the parasitic mind of his daughter, right? You would call that Queen Bee. So her Knuckleduster's daughter, it was just her body, basically, not her mind. So the one doing all the psychotic shit, like killing random people and then living with them while they're dead, was the Hive mind.
Yeah. But that begs the question too. So we see Knuckleduster. He defeats her. He uses like a a super highly advanced like bug spray that he concocted himself to draw the bees out.
He did. Well, he got the ingredients, but there's a connection here that we just saw in this episode. I don't know if you caught that, but the broker that brought in
all the chemicals and everything.
The broker that, or the guy that Knuckleduster was talking to, right, in that restaurant or wherever they were, that he is the broker for the League of Villains in the main series.
I did not.
He's the one that brought in Dobby and.
You're right. I thought he looked familiar, but I was like, he looks familiar, but I thought it was familiar from this show. And I was like, what did he? I was like, I don't even remember him. So, I didn't even think that he was from the original show.
So he's the broker that basically helped form the League of Villains, and in the main show. But that's where Knuckleduster got all the stuff and apparently a bunch of painkillers that he usually takes. But anyway, so as you were saying, he knew that there was a parasitic situation going on. Knuckleduster did, right? So he had the bug spray to, I guess, attract all the bees in one place, and
he killed the queen bee.
Yeah,
the queen. He pulled the queen out, which was like super large, almost like a larva-looking thing, very giant. And then he killed it.
The queen was in her eye socket. Right, because that's where all the bees were coming out of when she would. How did she have that much room in there?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like a spatial thing, like part of like the bee's quirk.
I don't know.
But then that begs the question. What I was asking before we started recording is, so we took the queen out of this girl, but there's another girl that his daughter went to school with that also has bees, as we saw like 4 or 5 episodes ago.
In her vagina.
Yes, the vagina bees.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep, in her eye. What's the question, I mean? We're going to keep going while you type it out, though. So my question, though, is, so we beat the queen bee in her. Are there multiple queens?
I would think so. We are not siblings, actually. He is my wife's brother.
And he is my sister's husband.
we're brother-in-laws. Yes, that's right. So even if we didn't do this podcast, we'd be stuck together.
Yeah, but honestly, though, whenever like I'm like if I talk about you to other people like that don't necessarily know Kaylin, like I don't go into the whole this is my brother-in-law. Like I just me and my brother, you know.
I just say this guy that I'm stuck with. Unfortunately,
yeah, he's like, yeah, this homeless guy that lives in the alley behind my house. Yeah, me and him did doing a podcast together because I just feel so bad. I'm hoping we can get him some help.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how he describes me.
Yep, we have a GoFundMe for Chance. Right.
I wish. I wish. I got some bills that need paid.
Right. So. So what were you saying? The other queens, right?
Yeah, so I'm thinking, so like, are there multiple, like, literal queen bees infecting multiple people? Or would okay, so I was going to say, my other thing would be, or does the one queen control all the different host bodies?
No, I think it's, because these you can basically chalk them up as, like, different hives, right? So they could all have like a single hive mind, right? But they all have like a different home base, kind of like bees in nature have their own different hives, and they each have a queen.
So do you think then, is there a like grand queen? Like, is there someone perhaps in the League of Villains at this era that perhaps, or this iteration of the like precursor of the League, is there like a grand queen that makes queens to infect others?
I think so.
You see what I'm saying?
If it's not All for One that has that quirk at this time,
right? I think then there's like someone who works for him that does.
Right.
Okay,
right. Or it could be number 6. We don't know because number 6 is supposed to have multiple quirks. So,
yeah,
we do see him again.
We do see him in 12. It might have been the beginning of 13.
Oh yeah, I think it was 13. Yeah,
dude, when he did his little super speed run, I was like, they know how to win me over. I love a good speedster.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, we see him briefly, but we know just from that he's still involved in this. He's going to be part of the future season.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I would hope so.
Because number 6 isn't in My Hero. Right?
No,
So
so.
they have to kill him. He has to die in the show.
I would think so. Either that or lock him up. But that wouldn't make sense because there is a prison break later on in the show.
He would have broken out if he was in there.
Yeah.
But so far, though, number 6 is my favorite villain of Vigilantes. Just if nothing else, simply because I love speedsters.
Yeah. But I mean, he's like a little mini, like, All for One. Because he has multiple quirks already.
Yeah.
And he's very mysterious. He stays in the shadows, just like All for One does. And we'll see what he's doing, I guess, in the future. But I'm guessing he has a hand in everything that's happening.
I'm guessing he's All for One's almost like Shigaraki at this point. Kind of like his student, protege.
That would make sense.
Potential successor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so Knuckleduster has to do something crazy, and I don't know if I could do this. So he basically has to kill his daughter.
Yeah, so he kills the body of his daughter because his daughter is the host of the bees.
Yeah. And then if the host is dead, then obviously...
Right, then the bees have to exit,
right?
Which he was then able to kill them with the spray, and then when he grabbed the queen.
Yeah.
Now, the risk there was... So his plan was to resuscitate his daughter, to try and, like, shock her, like, defibrillate her back to life, or back to life.
Yeah, like a stun gun knuckles, I guess, at this point. I mean, it was a stun gun, but he was able to, like, hold it like basically brass knuckles, which is pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, which he succeeds in that. I kind of think that was a little bit of a stretch. I think she'd just be dead.
I don't know, because there's a lot of stories of people, if they...
I guess he worked fast, so maybe
right? Yeah, because he knew what to do.
Yeah.
So it's not like he was just some random person off the street that didn't know how to give CPR.
I just think maybe there would have been a little bit more weight to the situation if he actually killed her for real.
They could have left that as a cliffhanger for the next season.
Yes, that would have because they resolved that in the end of 12. You go into 13 already knowing what happened,
right?
So they should have let that as a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly. So he brings his daughter back to life, and we see her for some reason. Shoto is at her hospital bed, and she wakes up, and she's like, "You don't look like a nice person," which of course
Shoto Todoroki.
No, not Shoto.
I was like, he wasn't in.
What was his name? The Spike guy. Shoujo?
I don't know what his actual name is. I just call him Spike because that's what his jacket says.
Sorry, not Shoto. the Spike guy, that kind of like a greaser.
Yeah, he has the Wolverine claws.
Yeah. So he's been working with Knuckleduster to track down Queen Bee, and he was there at her hospital bed waiting to wake her up. Knuckleduster comes back with yogurt, and basically was like, "Oh, you're
my
okay.
daughter, you're fine, yeah, woohoo!"
Yeah, we do get to see a little bit of the falling out with him and his daughter, and that was interesting. So basically, he would leave like the raising and he would leave all the things to the wife because and only the discipline for him, basically. Yeah. So because I guess they would just get pissed off at each other. So.
In a traditional like Japanese like family home, that's kind of just like the thing, same as it was here like 30 40 50 years ago,
So basically he's like, she wanted to go play at a concert, like do music, and he was like, why don't you not do that because there's bad people out there. But he's obviously not talking in a meaningful manner. He's just yelling at her and berating her. Which is seems like what he's been doing her whole life. So she's obviously pissed at him, angsty, and she's like, "I'm leaving anyway." And so, and this is before she got, I guess, possessed. And she's at a vending machine, and that's where the host of the Queen Bee at this time finds her and basically transfer host or whatever it may be,
like possesses her.
And since then, Queen Bee has been in her body, but basically, Knuckleduster wants to atone for that, and I guess wants, maybe doesn't want forgiveness from her, whatever it may be, but he wants his family back together. So that's his main thing. We see that his wife is now like conscious, and you know, obviously she still needs to stay in the hospital, but so does his daughter. So that's basically everything seems to be all wrapped up in a nice little bow for Knuckleduster, and because of that, he's just gone. And
the narration from Koichi kind of made it seem like he's not going to be back with them through the remainder of the show.
Yeah, so Koichi, and then like at the end of the last episode, the season ender, is like, you know, he's feeling pretty aimless, right? Because he doesn't have his master, aka Knuckleduster, to show him the ropes or train him. So he's like, you know, talking about like, okay, well, he's never coming back, and you know, I'm gonna have to find my own way, and literally saying like this season is over. It's like, what the fuck? Okay, great. Like, wait,
didn't he actually say this season's over? He said the season is over and a new season begins.
And like, when I heard that, I was like, there is no way that
this is the season ending.
The end of the season.
Like,
plus, it's episode 13. It's not. It wasn't a regular 12 or 12 or 24.
Yeah, I was like, what
season?
Yeah,
so, I don't know.
I didn't like that either.
I agree with everybody
because once it went to 13, I thought we were going to go 24 episodes.
Mm-hmm. And plus, not a lot of stuff has happened. There's all of season 1 has just been like a slow burn to nothing.
So I think like season 1, I think season 1 more than anything is probably that's all set up. They are setting up everything that's going to happen later on. And so I know that there's a time skip at some point in the manga for Vigilantes. Yeah. I'm wondering, are we going to come back to season 2 3 years later? Because that's how long the time skip in the manga is.
I don't know.
So maybe 3 years later, we see they're still kind of doing their thing, Koichi and Pop. Maybe Knuckleduster gets dragged back into it somehow. I don't know. But I do know I am going to have finished reading the manga by the time season 2 comes out. So I will know. I will know all the answers.
And I appreciate it. So I'm pissed about the ending.
Hell yeah. I mean, this is entertaining. I appreciate you saying that.
There is only one thing that we got a cliffhanger from, and that was the scene from number 6, and then him just like disappearing.
Yep,
that's it. That's all we got.
Love it.
Nothing else. Everything is all wrapped up. Nice little bow. Everybody's happy.
It's like the story. Everyone's story is complete with the exception of like the mystery of like who's behind all this.
Right. I mean, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
So we'll see how season 2 starts.
Yeah.
Obviously I want Stain to come back. We doubt he's going to come back, but I want him to come back. Number 6, I want there to be more context as what he's doing. I want Knuckleduster to come back.
I think for Stain, so I think they don't need him to return in the sense of like, I think that they did everything they needed to for his character to set him up for the OG series when he comes in. But exactly, I still want to see more of him though. Like, he was not arguably at all. He was very like solidly the best part of the season in my opinion.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Without any doubt. I think Ingenium was probably a strong number 2 in that regard.
Yes, this is true. But Stain got the closest to shonen that we could get was like Stain, you know, doing what he does best and just slicing up
Love it.
villains. But that'll give me a good segue here. We don't have too much longer to talk, but the main series, okay?
Yeah.
Stain returns.
Like later on, after like his whole shebang in season 2.
Oh yeah. Way later, season 6.
Okay. So I figured he would pop back up during the war.
So yeah, because he's not like in the war,
but it's a hunting grounds for him. There are heroes and villains aplenty for him to go on a murdering spree.
But we don't see any of that. We just see him here and there. But he does one thing. because you know the prison break that happens, right?
Yeah.
When they break All for One out of prison, they also break into like 6 or 7 or more. I don't remember how many other prisons, but they literally just broke into all the other prisons in Japan.
Y'all want to be free? Come with
Yeah,
us. Yeah.
exactly. Didn't even say come with it. They were just like, just do whatever you want. That's exactly what they said. And so
That's a smart idea too.
so Stain, of course, comes out of it, and he's still, you know, he's still Stain, right? Like he's not killing just heroes. He's not killing just villains.
Yeah,
it's whoever is against his beliefs,
right?
You know, his belief system, and is not like,
or people that he feels are against their own.
Yeah, they're not worthy.
No, yeah.
So,
because if you're a good guy, if you're a hero, but if you truly live what you believe, he usually lets you live.
Yeah. And right now, you know, the only person that is All Might. So he always says that All Might is the only person I will let kill me. So fast forward until they all get out of prison and stuff. All
Might's been powerless for 3 seasons.
Who is now quirkless.
Yeah.
He's walking around like near his statue that he has, and he sees that, you know, I'm not here. There's a sign that says I am not here, because the world is in chaos because of All for One. The heroes failed to stop Shigaraki and All for One, because they're now like one person basically. And
who is
All for One and Shigaraki? Like All for One like fused his consciousness into Shigaraki.
Spoiler alert.
I mean,
no, you're good. You're good.
You'll see it along the whole.
Yeah,
the whole
you're good.
So it's not just going to happen like
it. Honestly, I actually from the beginning, just with the state that All for One's body is in, and how fondly he speaks of Shigaraki to a point, I kind of figured, oh, this is Orochimaru. You'll get that reference one day. He's going to he wants to eventually take Shigaraki's body so that he can continue living.
Oh yeah,
because his body is like failing. I called that when I first found out what condition his body was in.
Yeah. I mean, God, you have to finish the show, dude.
I don't work from home. I can't watch as much as you.
I know. But
if I did, I could knock out a season a week.
Have to talk about this. So, so Stain does one thing. He sees All Might and like meets him in this area, and he doesn't believe that he's All Might. He's like,
he's his skinny form.
Yeah, he's like, no, you're a phony. Because Stain has no idea what's been happening outside the prison walls, so he doesn't know that All Might lost.
He probably doesn't know it. Yeah,
yeah, but I think he has an inkling later on because he leaves All Might a couple of notes, right? Basically, like
when he's out of the prison.
Yeah. Basically like a fangirl letter to All Might that Stain has, because Stain is like a fangirl to All Might. And then also crucial intel on when the war is going to happen, when Shigaraki is going to be 100%. Because, you know, they have to work on him to give him like All for One's like quirks and stuff like that. Make sure he can even have multiple quirks.
Right.
So they get major intel that way, and then like also I'm pretty sure like where they're gonna be at a certain time, and so that helps the heroes plan for basically like the start of, I guess you would call it like the second half of this war, because the war has been going on for since the beginning of season 6, and I'm in middle of season 7, and it's still in full blast.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ. And I will say something happens with All for One that I didn't see coming. I'm not going to say it. But it makes him like 100 times more powerful than he already is.
You can say it. That season's been out for years now. I'm the only one who's probably behind. For you. That's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So
I listened to the Tacos Anonymous podcast. So I know so much about things that I haven't seen yet. Just go ahead.
All right. So I mean the heroes had an amazing plan. They basically separated everybody using let's see, the guy from class 1B who can copy quirks. He copied I think his name is Kugiri, the one that can like open a void to other.
Oh yeah.
He basically copied his quirk and opened up portals to different parts of Japan.
Okay.
That are separated by like kilometers or miles, whatever.
Yeah.
And they all like encase him in these like giant boxes, and, like these different groups of villains, including the main like lieutenants like Dabi and Shigaraki and even All for One. And they push them into these different voids so that they're all separated and spread out throughout Japan.
Okay.
Because the main thing is they don't want All for One and Shigaraki coming together and being one, like 100%. So then the like major heroes are also like divided up, and they go into these voids as well, so that each group of heroes
try and jump a group of heroes to jump each villain lieutenant, basically.
Right, and whoever's with them. Yeah.
Lucy's.
But what happens?
Never have to do that.
Yeah, exactly. What happens after all of this is when shit keeps hitting the fan. Endeavor literally, I guess you would say, kills All for One's body. I'm not going to go into details of how, but he burns him up so bad that it starts disintegrating away. And all of a sudden, here comes All for One in a new body that's younger. He used, remember that girl with the horn that I said can reverse quirks?
Yeah.
They made one bullet. Instead of the bullet, they made bullets that can erase quirks permanently, like they did to Lemillion, the guy that can,
right.
Which he has his powers back, by the way, because of that little girl. They also made I think just one bullet that can either bring your quirk back or like rewind the quirk that you currently have to make you strong. You know what I mean?
Oh, excuse me.
But the only issue is that without her like being around, you can't stop it. So you'll eventually reverse into nothing. Okay. But All for One, because he knows that Shigaraki is becoming him or his successor, he doesn't give a shit. And this was his trump card. He gets himself with this little girl's quirk to reverse his quirks or his body. And now he's like young, like in his prime.
Okay.
So now everything that he does is like 100 times stronger. And he's slowly
until if they can outlast him, he'll eventually lose.
Which is what they're trying to do.
But then by that point, Shigaraki might be ready, and then it's just round 2 with a young All for One again.
Yeah, which is what they're trying to do right now. They're trying to just basically stall All for One because he's trying to get to Shigaraki as quickly as possible.
Right.
They're trying to stall him as much as they can. They literally have every single hero that's still there and the students fighting all this shit.
Okay.
It's massive. All throughout Japan.
Thank you. I mean,
there's so much stuff I want to talk about. We'll have to wait till next time.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we're at time. I have to go pick up my son, and you have to go work some more.
Yeah.
But let me just say that the main show, I'm coming up to the end of season 7, and shit is still hitting the fan.
Oh yeah.
So
it's not gonna stop. Season 7, I've heard a lot of complaints that like it's not as good in certain areas in terms of like animation quality, but I know things like that don't matter as much to you because you're not a cinematographer, and neither am I. So like we don't care as much about that as like other like anime podcasts might, because we don't have like degrees in movies, you know.
Yeah.
But
let me just say that.
But I've heard it gets crazy.
Fucking crazy. And now Deku can use all of his successor's quirks.
What an ass pull.
It's crazy. But we'll talk about more next time. And we're not going to talk about Vigilantes anymore until this new season comes out. But we'll talk about Dawn to Dawn.
And whenever season 8 of My Hero comes out, we might make a few like, you know, references and connections, yes. But yeah, for sure.
Either way, I appreciate you guys, and I'm sorry this was a short episode.
Yeah, we're sorry.
But
we'll be longer next time, probably.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.